see yet another fairly safe plane for everyone involved. They'll be able to drop down into their favored locations, which is perfect for us. It's perfect for the players. We get to see top quality PUBG action.
Very diagonal plane again, just from the other side. Again, it opens up very nicely for everyone. Now, we'll see if we have any changes. Omakan again, another team that are flexible, dropping there, going to Puerto Parisa this time instead. Navi with an early La Caparia as well could open up. I'd like to see some different innings here. We've had our fair share of our usual innings we've seen before in some of the tournaments in our region qualifiers as well. We had an Oasis ending in the scrim game. I would love to see that.
Oh yeah.
Just not to throw too hard of a curveball, but some of these different endings here. But again, we kind of we would be expecting FaZe to also get one of the kind of home turf circles on the west side, but they do have Tornado Energy now there. They're not so open for them again. I'm very central, very central circle, first circle.
Lot of area that this one could go to. Could be all over the place. But a team that has been happy within San Martin for about a year and a half now, I would say, is WTSG, formerly NIP. Let's hear from them and why they're topping the table.
I think we have a really good momentum right now. We're playing really well, winning a lot of fights we should win, and it's just like enjoyable circles for us to play, where we can freely push people on foot. So I think the circles are really like easy to play for us. I don't know if we're the best team here yet. We will see at after Sunday if we are or not. But I don't know. I just like killing the other big EU teams. It's always fun to kill Liquid and FaZe, so I like killing them.
Isolating just that, I like killing them.
I like killing them.
Some psychopath right there.
Psychopathic stare to go with it from Miracle.
Just the AKA Miracle, one of the nicest guys out there.
Yeah.
He's actually he's so laid back in the way he's played, but he's an absolute beast in game. The most mechanical skilled player in the game.
And he's a player that I've always joked with, obviously, for the 2+ years I've known him. And he, like I was saying yesterday, it's like, oh, you're really nailing those nades today. He said, yeah, it's nice to not be naded myself for once. It's just like, and that's just I do feel that the spirit within this team is actually very strong right now. Right. Even before this tournament, they're a very happy, go-lucky team. They're like down on themselves, and I feel that with the additions of Iroh and Samty, aka Sean, coming into this one, I feel like they've really gelled and hit off well. I mean, is it the honeymoon period? We don't know. We'll find out as the year progresses, of course. But they've certainly absolutely hit the ground running today, and they're already in the cars and moving at 3:30.
Extremely quick movements with them here. They know that some of these kind of central circuits, you have to be fast because it's very easy for the other teams to get in there.
Oh, James.
James, though,
he's kind of got his car stuck there. Whoops.
That's unfortunate. Oh, it didn't get it stuck. No, it needs to move it.
So okay, I'm interested with the center circle. Ordinarily, Team Liquid are very greedy on this split, and they've been caught out a lot of times in that greediness with this sort of central circle position. I'm wondering, have they made any adjustments based off this? They'll ordinarily go where I'm seeing James right now. They'll ordinarily go to there, and they did get caught out a couple of times in that. Nail it. He's okay. He's fine. It's fine. Shiv's coming over.
Oh no!
There's a tree. You gotta watch him.
Oh, it's been rolling. It's probably been rolling. Oh no! He jumped out early enough for
to avoid the explosion. Yeah.
So that's good. But unfortunate for him. He's going to be picked up easily, no worries. But again, as you said here, it's going to be a 2-2 split for Team Liquid. We've seen a lot of endings.
Well, we've seen them doing a lot of 1-1-1-1, which has never worked for them. So I'm happy to see they're staying close enough to be a 2-2 and cover themselves off. Red Canids are nearby. Ordinarily, I believe it was Tornado Energy that used to pressure them, and this time I can see them up in Power Grid at the moment. So, do Tornado Energy know something we don't? I don't know.
They're sticking to it. Like, it has to be a hard northwestern second circle for it to be able to stay around in that area. Again, the tendencies of the circle in the fourth, we've rarely seen the endings that are east of Power Grid. Wildcard, they're holding the high ground to see if they can get some different positioning. Right now, it's probably not going to end in their area, but it's nice to see them at least scout for the next circles. I like the high ground scouting. It's very nice. Verdi Curdy trying to get a new position. Singularity, though. Ooh, more shots are coming in. He's down to nothing. And it sounded like his... It sounded like his one of the tires has actually been hit, so one more bullet on it is going to be popped. Purdy's going to survive. Yeah, get healed up. Omakan moving in from the southeast as well. Again, so many teams are close. When you have a central circle, we have so many teams that are very close to the good position in the circle. So it's going to be very stacked in the middle from early on. So the teams that are playing edge is going to have an even harder time trying to get into a good position if they're playing edge or if they're looting far away from the center. Oath in a very nice 2-2 split. One of the guys, or two of the guys, are south of Graveyard. The other is across the road. So they're preparing for, if the circle goes west, they have an access to the west side of the road. If it goes east, they have an access to the other side. So very nice for Oath.
Wildcard on the hill, yeah. They're taking shots on Wildcard. They're up there. Obviously, Wildcard trying to push and get a little closer, but just making sure that Snakers and Reload are covered off.
But I spotted Exalt. There's Monkey. Monkey's alone in this compound here, so he's not going to be saved. He's jumping in between. He has no idea. Miracle is going to be taking some damage from falling as well. That's unfortunate. Melman's going to find Kickstart. He's going to finish him. Ali's going to finish him off, so that's Wildcard down. That's unfortunate for him. He was alone over there, I believe.
That was over at Power Grid still. They've still stayed there. They're in the ditches at Power Grid. They have Meta coming up behind them, but yeah, somewhat surprising to see early engagements there, the first kill of the game. Navi are pushing in. I think they may be going Power Grid as well. Singularity have decided to avoid shoot to kill. They've swung around. They have been bumping with one another on Miramar a number of times. The first scrims we had, shoot to kill, made it a purpose to go to Singularity's drop and kill them all. So they've it's the classic flex that we see a lot of the times in scrims, etc. To sort of like say, hey, we're the big boys, leave it, steer clear of us, and it kind of worked out for them. But yeah, let it go. Oh,
did he see him? Oh, no, we didn't.
No
he
clue.
Wouldn't be running like that. Flood though.
No clue.
Again, they've been walking up silently in this, and it's a kind of central position for both of them. They could they could want to take this position, but La Bandita is a nice place to be here. They have a kind of a spread position as well. Atletico, Soydmate and Flood is close to each other. Nick and Extreme very spread apart, about 300 meters away, 400 meters away from each other. Omakan is taking shots at Nick's card, looks like, so he's not going to have any vehicle right now, though. Flood has seen Shiv as well, so the information is going out. Shiv has an idea that there are some players, or scouting for some players in this position. You can see Soyd talking. He's going to be like, oi lads, over here.
Oi lads. Is that the Australian?
Yeah.
Oi lads.
I had the pleasure of playing a little bit with these guys, having some fun with them when my sleep schedule is super scuffed and they're playing scrims. I had the pleasure of actually playing Northern American scrims with them as well. That was kind of fun. Very, very skilled players, but again, having some rough time right now. I want to see them really step it up after the legacy they left us at the GLL Grand Slam.
Well, great drop goes over the way of WTSG. We may see Chong going over to pick that one up. We'll see. I expect this one to be pretty slow. I actually think this is going to center up a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, the
circle.
The center circle, as I said, you expect it to be slow. We've seen that again and again. Yeah. When you have these central circles, people are getting a pretty easy way into the circle because it's fairly accessible with being 4.5 kilometers wide. But the next circle will define a lot. It's going to pop now, and it's actually going to centralize up fairly easily for them. A little bit southeast, not too much, but the vast majority of the teams are already inside. Exalt, Inside Games, Oath, all these guys are actually sitting happy in a good position. Atletico will most likely be positioned though. Flood
got the
get a knock, yeah. And now the help is coming in.
Well, we'll see whether he can keep him down. He didn't actually flush Monkey out with that nade, which is what he was casually aiming through. A bit of a casual nade run. I thought I saw him throw it. And yeah, he may be able to get the revive off. He is.
Yes, he is. Nice. Nice backup, fast backup for Rudy again. Or guys are going to be able to pick each other off. And they're going to be in a 2-2 split instead of this kind of spread split. Shiv is actually still on the southern side, close to Omakan now. He should be getting out of there. It's not worth playing that position alone. He's not going to be able to get back up any help. Especially in the second circle, being this central, we're going to have teams pushing up on you. But he's going to be playing kind of the back. He was together with Udia. I would like to see them play a 2-2 split rather than a 1-1 to Tornado Energy and Meta. They're both inside Picado. Picado is on the western side, not kind of close to anywhere we were going to expect the ending here. FaZe and Liquid is taking shots at each other. Or FaZe is rolling up on the crater just on the north of Los Leones.
But James has tried to commit to it. He's gone with the solo play. Now, last time I saw him do this, Digital Athletics just rolled up on him, and he had to get the hell out of there. He didn't want anything. It looks like FaZe are going to play it a little bit more passively. They've backed away, decided not to be bullish and go for that standard play. I mean, we're very early on. We're only in circle 2. But Vegas has a pretty clean angle on them down low.
And he can harass them a lot from this position. They're going to try to smoke up. Actually, the smoke was thrown towards the car, so they can't get it. One of the cars already smoking. Aegis is smoking. Well, it does start smoking a little bit earlier, but Gustavs might be too early. They're going to be repositioning. Exodus has been playing this position for like a few times. Nades are coming in. Ooh, this is rolling far. Nice. Nades are coming out. And they're playing this dip instead. Red Canids are sitting in the compound as well, so they're going to be having some pretty hard times getting out of this. They're losing a car as well. One of the Mirados is smoking, so they're going to have a buggy and potentially another Mirado if it's good as well. Exodus is taking shots. They're taking shots against FaZe, but they're also getting hit now by Liquid, which are also firing upon them.
I wonder whether the Canids can get involved in this. That's the problem for Exodus. They can't overcommit to this. As you said, the Team Liquid are taking shots. They also have Na'Vi. They're moving into one of their favorable positions down in the church there. A place they're very happy with. They've won games from that spot before. Omakan over on the crater. Bendita, they were putting pressure on Atletico early on. They did manage to get a knock on one, but they have got all 4 members on their feet, Atletico, so they're covering off the crater as best they can. This circle, it can go a number of different ways. We've seen it pulling over to the east and over to the west, so I'm not too sure exactly where it's going to go at the moment. This is why James is kind of spread as well. And it's also where a lot of teams are kind of unsure at the moment. Oath are even sticking their 2-2 over on the western side. Singularity have decided to pull together as a team outside of Minas Generalas, realizing they want to try and get ahead of the circle movement and where they need to make a move because WTSG have got into Graveyard.
And also in a widespread on the eastern side. Inside Games is sitting in a really good, pretty spot right now. Pixel off, playing Anchor over the crater to get the information. The rest of it's going to be nice. And AWM without a scope. 3 though, again for Exalt. Next circle, it's going to go hard south though. So we know it's going to end very close to FaZe and Liquid potentially. Inside Games again in a good position. Omaken, and now we're going to see the migration coming in from the northern teams.
This is a rough circle. This is some rough terrain, really. And by that, what I mean is saying rough terrain. It's not rough terrain. It's actually flat. That's what I mean by that. It's really horrible. Like that area outside north of FaZe, there's obviously that big road, and towards inside gaming, it's just flat. It's just all flat. Anybody that's up where Exodus are, it's just so easy for them to see ahead of them. And then obviously on the conversely, the other side, the edge of Bendita Crater, you can see all the way over everything there. So this is like, it just shows how perfect it is, how dipped it is, how flat it is all the way over to inside games there. There's really not a lot of little ditches and nooks and crannies, which is why FaZe are trying to work out of this tiny little ditch.
James is also still the solo guy inside the crate area here. Again, a position that's hard to get out of. It's fairly easy to hold solo because not a lot of teams they play. They prefer to play around the crater because this is where you have some of the only dips around this. EB and the guys from Liquid, they're going to be holding it down, making sure that the information that they can get from the west, they're going to be coming some teams in. They're going to be trying to get some of these points that are coming towards them.
He's leaving it.
Yeah, he's going to be coming over to EB so they can play a 2-2 split with the dip just north of the other guys, Cayman and Mexi, that is holding down the
I'm just wondering
warehouse.
If we see a team like WTSG commit to that compound, because they know that it is often held by a single team, they're just going to play edge instead, so it looks like they're just going to roll up slowly rather than
maybe take the crater, actually, the northern side of the crater.
Yeah.
That could be a really good play for them here. They have spotted that there's nobody up here. They could have scouted that for a long way, so they can take this spot here. We saw Pixel was over close to it before, but he's not anymore, so it's actually a very nice, very good play from them here in the third circle. Flood still sitting inside La Bandita crater. They're actually in the northeastern side, very split out, fighting with shoot to kill.
Pushing up, looks like WTSG have stopped, so they're going to stick on that northern side of the crater, as you say. Exalt going with a 2-2 still, committing to it. Oath have moved up quite freely. They're going to get gifted a crate, but Wooly going to be very lucky if he manages to avoid damage here, and he has. Na'Vi whipping their shots, just as they have been all tournament. It hasn't been a great performance for them. They did come in very, very, very late to this tournament, so it has been a little harsh for them. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have been practicing coming into this one at all.
I mean, they've had some good placement, but the kills is just not there yet, and they're playing the usual very slow game, and everybody else are already very centered here. So getting some kills here, tap, it's going to be one, but they're on this side, like they're so far away from the center of the circle, fighting on the edge here, not prioritizing getting into position, but rather trying to get some kills on the edge here. Monkey's going to find Harold with that AWM. Nice shot from him with a nice headshot. decent amount of shots. Going to go straight onto the crater, centralizing on the crater. I'm wondering if we're going to see anyone going to send in here.
This is going to be some of the teams from the outside are going to be sending it. Like, this is where DA, who should have been here really, who couldn't get the visas, would absolutely be in that crater right now. I can guarantee it. T-Bone's found Atletico, you know, with a knock from this early on. I don't know whether he's got an angle from the position. Yeah, he should be able to finish it from there as well.
That's so far away. Oh, nice shots from T-Bone.
Oh, Shoot to Kill tried to steal it. You saw the pink blip come in.
Yeah. It basically helped him finish it off. Alo has died early, unfortunately, for Shoot to Kill, and they have a far way to get out of here. Get out of La Bandita together with Atletico, but Exalt is fully aware of this. They're just sitting up. You can see they're even...
Wildcard to go in. Navi are in a vehicle as well. Bestlosh may pull up before him, but it looks like Wildcard are going to stop short. They're not going to try and send it in there. And just keeping my eye. I got a feeling Singularity. I'm looking at Quick in the north there as well, seeing whether him and his teammates all in vehicles. That's a four-man squad ready to push in. Exodus, who have been sitting on this high ground. It's great that they're taking pot shots on everyone now. They have to try and collect as many kills as they can because they realize as soon as I start committing to come down that hill, they're running into FaZe. FaZe themselves just took a knock from Red Canids.
Gets some shots. Versus Navi. Doesn't connect just yet. Some bit far away. Wildcard is still in between. Woolertex just sitting in down low. Exodus, let's just say they're going to have a rough time trying to get into the position. They're probably going to go to the other guys. Omo can also have to make a move. There's a lot of dips around the crater that can actually play here. Soydmate's going to go down. That's Snake is going to find Kodak. And Civil is going to go full flush onto Soydmate. Bestlux is going to knock down Wooly and finish him off.
Yeah, that leaves Keenan the last man standing for Wildcard. He made it to the edge of the crater. WTSG, as you can see, they committed. They went for it. They scouted it. And they realized, what the hell? This is completely free. How is this still open? How is this still free? They were probably surprised by it. And that is a great position for them moving into this final few circles. Exodus, they've pushed over to the sort of western side at the moment. I think they're going to have to commit for it. Taylor J is in the circle right now. Vegas is not. And he's trying to hold Navi at bay.
T-Bone has found Extreme from Atletico. They're going to go out in 16th. That's very unfortunate for them. The question for me is here. WGG, they're sitting in the middle, yes, but since it being in the crater, they're going to have a hard time getting any kills from this because all the fight is going to be around the rims of the crater. Every point, every kill that they could have gotten by being on the top there, they're going to be missing out on that. But they're prioritizing placement, trying to get into late game, basically playing for the win. It's most likely going to end close to them, but again, if it does shift away again and again, they're going to having a rough time getting out of the crater because it's very open.
This battle about to play out as Page gets a glimpse, sees Exalt just over the brim on the hill. They've got to be so aware, they're well aware that Shoot to Kill over the right-hand side. They've been exchanging them. And Civil deciding to end Luke's life and saying, nope. You know what? We're just going to deny all the points and finish you off. I'm not too sure if that was a planned kill, but it's happened nonetheless. And I don't think Unsilver's going to be too happy about it. But look at Page moving in. The smoke's down. The nades are coming in. He's taking fire from Shoot to Kill, I think it is, around the side there. But Page is going very aggressive. The nades helping the cover as he pushes in over the brow of the hill. Him and his teammate, but Nailip holding the off angle. May well put Page to this completely. Shiv gets Ivan in the back. The nades come in from Vasco. T-Bone gets Shiv down, but Shiv has got Page down. And this is very messy. T-Bone and Nailip, the last two standing in a 1v1. Nailip was holding that off angle. I'm not too sure T-Bone can hold that res. He's going to get caught by Shoot to Kill out in the blue. Oh no, my word. It's all gone wrong for Omakan. And now he may even be able to put Exalt down. No, he finishes off and Nailip will get the revive.
And that's very unfortunate for Omakan here. They didn't prioritize taking the Shoot to Kill guys down, so they're just third-partying, stealing all the points, and also knocking them as well. But Metagaming with a fight here with Tornado Energy outside the new circle, and Liquid, they're actually waiting for this to happen, trying to maybe finish off some of these points, some of the kills and knocks that's going to go down. EP is close to it as well. They're repositioning just on the circle. We do have a new circle as well as centralized kind of nicely over WGC as well.
Man, this is a tough fight. Meta can't go back because Oath are there. The Tornado Energy can't go the other way because Team Liquid are there. They have to fight, and neither of them are going to come out alive at the end of the day. Navi and FaZe now moving close to each other down the south side of the circle as well, but this is the battle that looks like to be playing out next as Tornado Energy try to smoke their approach, but they are so cautious. They're blocking the angle from Team Liquid so they can't third party, and then they want to try and take on Meta.
FaZe repositioning and now Fuzz.
Oh, exactly.
Exodus has pushed it. Padcap's going to take down 180 and Gustav is knocked. One more down. Vegas. This has gone all wrong for FaZe Clan. Fuzz is going to be finished off by Bestelodge. That's FaZe Clan out in 13th place.
Vegas hoovering up the kills there. As soon as they came down the hill, now I think FaZe were so focused on Na'Vi maybe approaching from the west side that they just totally missed the straight pull-up from Exodus from behind on the hill. That's give them the ditch. Meanwhile, Exalt, they're still picking kills up. That is inside games they've moved in on, and they have collected themselves yet more kills. 4 kills and counting is all they've got so far, but they are continuing to make their push, and that's given the majority of this eastern side of the circle. Back over on the west, though. Team Liquid are moving on this one. Tornado and NG have gone. That's going to be Meta and Singularity and Oath all getting involved with one another as Singularity make this push. A 2-man push on a 4-man squad. The other 2 are in the circle.
They're pushing inside the crater here. Now nades are coming in from Na'Vi. That is 1 finish and 1 knock. This is a great opening for Na'Vi here. Can they continue this? They might be able to get a really good start off to this game. Kildemo is going to take off Padcaps though. It's going to be finished off. Red Canids are starting to finally...
He's got an open angle. He's got an open angle on him. And Belfast spins on a dime and takes Kildemo down. Oh my god. He just absolutely wrecked him. There's no way he should have come out on top of that. Oh no, Keenan's been found the last man of wildcard. He's in trouble. Inside games are getting involved, whatever. They're trying to third party as much as they can. Meanwhile, in the crater, WTSG were going aggressive, and they've lost a man as well, as we see Meta going out in the blue. The rest of Meta and Oath still clashing over on the north.
Shots coming into Keenan. Keenan's in a really good position. They want to take over this here. Now we want to go there. He's going to be found out by Pixel. And Inside Games is completely participating in this. Odds are low actually find one of the Red Candidates guys, so he's going to be knocked. Probably going to be able to be picked up again. Exodus down
Team
to
Liquid
only
are pushing
2.
over on the west. They're coming around the side. They're trying to flush through. Sorry about that. Meta and Oath, they're crashing with one another, and they want to get involved. Exalt, they just got caught out by WTSG coming down from the mountains, but Team Liquid are squeezing around the backside. They've got to be careful they don't overcommit and maybe get caught and brawled in this one, but they want a third party as much as they can. Collect those kills.
They're fighting outside the circle here. If they do get knocked, they will be finished off. They could prioritize taking a better position and try to third party the fight between Meta from another position. Here, the team's going to find one, taking Sparking down.
Down the south, it looks like Red Canids are also going to commit on Exodus. They are making a sweep around straight towards them. You can see K-Mine doing what he can. Absolutely fantastic. But here comes the Canids over the brow of the hill. It's a tough push because they're going in towards Na'Vi as well. It is a double team fight really working out for them. Na'Vi are trying to back away from this one. They realize let's just let them fight and maybe get ourselves a positional advantage. IG, Oddsolovac is coming around the back. He wants to get a bit of kills as well and see if he can get involved.
It's crossing the road to just enter, or to just join this fight here. Higuin's gonna find.
Oh my god!
Higuin absolutely wrecking Oath here. Oath is gonna go down in 10th position.
Wow! Barrel action there. Absolutely. Higuin absolutely wrecking them. Meanwhile, down the south side, Rusty Zero doing the same to Exodus. Now, look at Oddsolovac is going to come in. Thank you very much. Clean the kill up. Should be done. And he will take down the Red Canids. So IG get themselves their 3rd kill as Na'Vi now can make the move and get over the road.
They're taking a good position here. Na'Vi, great game. 4 guys alive. 6 kills. Nice start for them. Team's just going to find Shong. Higuin is going to be found by Cayman. That's metagaming out in 7th. We have 6 teams left and only 16 alive.
Team Liquid trying to reposition and move. They go to the edge of the crater now. Shong is down. He's actually getting tacked up pretty heavily. There is smoke down to cover his position. Iroh dashed inside the door, but I think Tab and Besselos should have an angle on him here, but he is going to get revived if they're not quick enough. Oh, a double crate drop for Team Liquid.
Oh my god, on the west again. It's going to be a 50-50 for the next one. Exalt's going to be fine. Shiv's going to go down to the circle here, but Quick did take a few shots towards him. Question if it's a Singularity are able to play and how much room they have to play with. If Liquid looks over the crater and looks over the rim of the crater, they could potentially be seeing them as well. Tap is going to find Miracle with a nice edge of the mini.
That's a big circle shift as well. That favors Team Liquid massively. They have the entire west side of this ridge line. Now they can see they're trying to get aggressive, but they don't realize that Na'Vi have got this 2-2. The 2 over the road. It's only going to last so long because you can see the blue is on their back, so Senya's going to hop in that vehicle and take Tab. Who's with him? I don't know who the hell is with him. Kemba is with him over. It does leave Oddsolovac over there, but here's the crate gifts from the gods going over to Team Liquid, and now the nade battle begins.
Bestluck's trying to position it. This is a rough fight, and this fight could open it up for WTSG. They could be moving out. They could be taking a positional advantage on it already. K-Mine's going to find Harold, though, inside the crater. That's going to be unfortunate for Singularity. They could be going down in 5th place. Nade, very good nade here coming out. Oh, 70 damage on Senya. Rest of spray coming out as well. Nice spray from EB. Oh, Watch Logis is going to go down in 5th place, though.
Well, goes down. Mexi's the one that finishes the job. Ostrolovac did get that knock in there as well, which helped him out. And look at WTSG. They've moved up on force the other side of the ridgeline while Team Liquid and Na'Vi fight. They have quickly squeezed in and they turn their attention. They're going to fight Singularity and make sure their backs are covered while Team Liquid try and finish off Na'Vi.
This is very good for WTSG here. Na'Vi's caught in the middle of this. Ira's going to be found out by Bestluck. Nice spray from the 4X. Doesn't connect all of them, though. SLR's going to come out, and that's quick finding Ira. It's probably going to be stolen by Bestluck, though.
Yep.
One more point for Na'Vi.
Confirmed over the side. Tap down. Bestluck now the last man standing as Team Liquid look to sweep over the side. Bestluck spotted, but Mexi can't finish the job. Ibi comes over the top, and that will take him down, and then they're going to quickly back away, get James on his feet, but WTSG are already pushing the backs.
And this Singularity, meanwhile, Harold's moved all the way over. This is great for Singularity. They could potentially third part of this fight here. Can they get James up, though? Nades are coming out. This is going to be important for WTSG. They have to kind of reposition, take a positional advantage around this high ground. Quick, though. This is going to be spotted in the middle by Shong. Harold's already over there with a really nice cover as well. See if they can reposition this. WTSG and Liquid, they don't want to fight each other yet because they know there's another team that potentially could third party them and completely ruin their chances. So now they're trying to get one more up. James is going to be picked up by Ibi. That means that Liquid is going to be 4 guys strong.
Harold and Quick out far, just trying to cover off the angle and give them what they can, give the information to Harold and see if he can sneak on up there. And this could be the backstab that Team Liquid will not be ready for. WTSG are well aware of it. They've got Vard and Miruku one side of the hill, and they've got Shong the other side. So they're looking for that sort of backstab play themselves, but they can't do it until Singularity have been dealt with.
I want to make sure that they get out first. Yeah, 100% clever play by both of them right now. They want to make sure, first of all, Liquid wanted to get all 4 guys alive. They want to start sharing out that everybody got the same amount of bullets because they've been fighting for a very long time, so they can actually take this last fight. WTSG, they want to make sure that they get the 2nd place if they lose the battle to Liquid, so they can secure the points of Singularity. And also, they don't want to get third party because they are in a position kind of where if they are not holding the north, Singularity will just run in and take a great position on them. So they're making sure, with only being 3 alive, that they don't get third party.
WTSG, I don't think they got any smokes, any nades. I'm just looking, there was 1 molly I saw there, that's it. So there's not, it's going to be a gunfight, let's put it that way. There's not a great deal of util left for them.
And also, WTSG, they're holding this northern side to force Singularity away from them, so they wrap around counterclockwise behind Team Liquid rather than pushing WTSG. So they're making sure that they put kind of double team pressure on them with this hold here. Shong in a very advantageous and important position here, putting the pressure and holding them down so they can't push this. But Quick,
that would have to be a mega nade.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Shong on that hill.
That's not happening. He's not going to be able to get it there. Yeah, he sees where he is. He sees where he is, and he's going to say, you know what, I'm not going to be able to get it there. I'd rather save it. But now he knows, I can move this way. He's got a positional advantage where it's better position inside the zone. So they're actually doing exactly this.
Exactly what WTSG want, yeah. And they hold the center. Shong and Vard have moved towards it, so they realize, okay, Liquid, you're going to have to come over the brow of the hill. You need to silhouette and show yourself. And that's what they're going to do. So Team Liquid, they want to sweep around down south and swing the way around straight to Miruku. Miruku's going to be the holding man. The flashbang comes out, doesn't really connect. Team Liquid, though, they have the nades. They have the smokes. Team WTSG have nothing left. That nade hits Vard, 58% straight away down there as James looks to try and get an angle. Can he see Miruku? Miruku is going to be so vital in holding Liquid at bay.
Look at this as well. They are holding the best position because the high ground actually favors WTSG.
Vard going to be the first man that comes up. Miruku gets the knock. That's what he needs. And instantly goes straight down. Vard pops up, gets Mexi down. That is so good from WTSG. It works out absolutely perfectly. Vard comes around, executes Ibi. No sneakies peeking for you, son. He will get Miruku down. Quick comes around the back. The nade onto James and K-Mine down. Singularity with a backstab. It's a 2-on-1. Harold, the last man standing for Singularity, as Shong and Vard go hunting. Shong should be able to see him first. He knows exactly where Harold is, but he's not quite got the shot. Oh, he's looking at the wrong man. He's going to try and finish Quick off, and now he's unsure. Now he sees him. Harold in the blue, trying to deny it. Doesn't matter. WTSG get themselves